learn American slavery and capitalism versus 19th century. We were dramatically more primitive back then. And a slave that is able to buy their freedom is the same as the disaffected, disgruntled worker that is able to buy their way into entrepreneurship because that for them is freedom.
Listen to The Truth with Sherwin Hughes, weekdays from 9 a.m. to 12 p.m.
People don't realize that glaucoma is one of the leading causes of blindness.
Because there are often no early symptoms, nearly half of those with glaucoma may not even know they have it until vision loss has occurred.
I was diagnosed with normal tension glaucoma in July of 2020. And what we found out at that point was I had already lost 40% of my sight. You think it only affects people that are, 75 or older, retired, grandparents, and that's not the reality of it.
I didn't think at all glaucoma was going to affect me because I didn't know of anyone that had glaucoma, no one in my family. When you have glaucoma, you can't get back that sight that you lost. And so early detection and treatment is vitally, vitally important.
Don't miss life's most beautiful moments. Schedule an eye exam today.
National Glaucoma Research, a Bright Focus Foundation program, offers free resources and tips for healthy vision.
Learn how to protect your sight at stopglaucoma.org.
When I was diagnosed with Hodgkin lymphoma, I had so many questions. I didn't even know that it was cancer. Now I do. It is cancer. Blood cancer. It's actually one of more than 100 different types, and they're all treated differently. Now, unlike some other forms of cancer, usually there's no tumor. You can't screen for it to prevent it, and the symptoms can look like other things, so it could be hard to diagnose. I had a fever for weeks. I was so tired all the time. I didn't feel like eating or doing anything else for that matter. And I know that this can feel scary. But if you know what to look out for, you'll know what to tell your doctor. And you'll feel more empowered to take the next steps. Like getting in touch with the people who know the ins and outs and can help with everything blood cancer related. Blood Cancer United. They work one-on-one with each person who reaches out to answer questions and offer resources. Blood Cancer United was there for me, and they can be there for you.
Go to bloodcancerunited.org to learn more.
Get the truth and nothing but the truth with Sherwin Hughes every weekday from 9 a.m. to 12 p.m. on 101.7 FM, 1510 AM WGKB Waukesha, and W269DL Milwaukee, a locally owned Good Karma brand station. Bringing you his authentic perspectives on important topics.
They live in suburbs together. They live in the city together. They hang out together, all in the same family. We're the only idiots that fight because we want our voice to only be on one side. Like, does that even make any sense? And when the side loses, you lose everything. They, on the other hand, have a voice no matter what because somebody that looks like them is always in control.
Frank, candid, and straight to the point.
Well, it's just a skewed system.
Of course it is.
It's a lot of judgment.
But answer my question, though. Should we let people go? Should we let people go? Like, let's just forget about bail altogether. And if your neighbor commits a homicide and kills people up, if you kill people and they next to you and you just let them come back and live right next to you, they can live upstairs from you. Let them come in your house.
Frank, candid, and straight to the point. This is the best radio show in the state of Wisconsin. Truth in the Afternoon with Dr. Ken Harris on 101.7 The Truth and The Truth app.
Now, he's the mayor of the city of Milwaukee. He's a young man. Give him a chance. I only complain about things that I care about. What I want you to do is pretend like I'm in St. Louis. And all I'm asking the mayor and the Common Council president and the Common Council, show me.
Now, live from the American Family Insurance Studio at the Avenue in the heart of downtown Milwaukee, here is Dr. Ken Harris.
You're listening to Truth in the Afternoon. I'm your host, Dr. Ken Harris. 833-212-1017 is the number. I just got off a long phone number. They are kind of long. I just got off a long phone call with a friend of mine who was just talking nonsense. I mean, nonsense. Crazy nonsense. But that's all right. That's all right. We're going to finish the conversation when the show is over. Before we begin, I have to make an announcement by saying happy birthday to my beloved Carla. Today is her birthday, so I have to say happy birthday. And then I got to say it the way we say it, happy birthday. So there you go. I hate when people say happy born day. I have no idea what the heck that is. I don't know what that means, and I think it's the dumbest thing I've ever heard in my life. But, since nobody asked me, okay, well. And so it's just one of those days. I'm taking it easy today. My back is still killing me. I went to physical therapy today, and, yeah. My chat disappeared on YouTube, so I don't know what that's about. I'll find it later. I'll look for it later. It might be under the chair. So I don't know. It's just one of those days. It's Tuesday, and it's just been every single story I came across today had to do with fraud, which is kind of weird. Every story had to do with fraud and people taking advantage of people and people, doing really dumb things. And so I thought I'd talk about that because it irked me and it bothered me to no end. I mean, we're going to look at some things today that have to do with fraud. We've got some stories that have to do with fraud. We have some strange things that people have done, crimes, in my top 5 at 5. And so, you can tell I'm coming down with a little bit of a cold. You can hear it in my throat. It's coming down. So, it just is what it is. But the fraud thing just kept driving me up a wall. I kept trying to wonder how that can happen because people aren't stupid. Well, should I rephrase? I heard Andrew laugh all the way in here. People aren't stupid. Let me rephrase that. People that get scammed are not stupid. They're unprepared. How's that? Because fraud doesn't start with money. It starts with emotion, fear, urgency, greed, trust. Hey, just like they had the phone calls now where people say, you got a good phone call. And if you ever call, because, AI can fake your voice. And all of a sudden you get the phone call. Hey, this is Andrew and I don't have any money and I need some help. I'm like, well, first of all, I know Andrew would never call me to ask for some money. So, that's one. Andrew would never be like, hey, Dr. King, can you give me some money? Because you know what I'm going to say, right? My favorite 2-letter word. No. So, but it is. It starts with emotion. You either got to scare somebody or it's got to be urgent. My car broke down and it's raining and it's snowing and I'm stuck. Or just greedy. Hey, if you cash this check for me and you put it in, I give you 25%, right? Or, I hate to say this, it's a family member who jacks you. And if you don't control those 4 things in yourself, somebody is going to control them for you. I'm just saying. So what I want to give you this afternoon, Truth Nation, I came up with 3 ways, not suggestions, not theories, not disciplines. It's 3 ways to make sure you don't become a victim. These are just suggestions. I ain't in charge of nothing. So if you do it and then it don't work, don't get on me and jump on me. Okay? All right. So number 1, slow down. Which I'm kind of talking to myself because I moved too fast. Slow down. Fraud lives in urgency. Every single scam has one thing in common. You got to act now. Now, I know it sounds like some of the commercials you hear. And I know it sounds like, hey, act now. You'll get 2 for the price of 1. All that stuff, right? Your account is compromised. I need you to click here and get some information. You owe money. I got a friend of mine who actually clicked the link, gave their information, and they cleaned out their account. Or they tell you you owe money. because I got a call from the Milwaukee County Sheriff's Office. They told me what room they were in, and I told them I was on my way there. I said, I'll come meet you. Since you say I owe you money, I will come bring you the money. Where are you? I'm in room 210. I said, there is no room 210 there, sir, because that's the... I said, are you in the county building? Or are you in the safety building? Like, which one? Are you in the courthouse or the safety building? Which he had no clue. Or you won something. You won a new car. Or you got to send it today, or else we're going to tow your car. Because that's when the sheriff's police called me, and I went, you're a sheriff's police? Like, okay, let me get this right. And I've told this story. I was sitting in the police academy teaching. You know, I was in the office, but that's where I was working at the time, and they called to tell me that if I didn't pay some ticket, the sheriff's police were going to come arrest me. Which I said, that's great. 6680 North Titonia, that is where I am. Come get me. I want to see you get through the door. But the pressure isn't accidental. It's a strategy they use, because if you slow down, you start asking questions, you kill the scam. That's it. Legitimate businesses don't rush you into a decision unless they're trying to sell you a house or a car. I'm just saying. When it involves money or identity, they shouldn't rush. Scammers need you to panic. They'll threaten you. They'll promise you something too good to be true. They'll tell you, don't talk to anybody else, because if you tell somebody else, then they'll be in on it too. That's manipulation. And so the rule is, if it's urgent, it's suspicious. So just chuck it. Number 2, you need to verify every single thing. Trust absolutely nothing at face value. We live in an era where phone numbers can be... How many phone calls do you get a day that are not for you, that are fake, that are coming from a different number? How many emails have you gotten that look official, but they aren't? How many voices, like mine, that can be cloned? But let me be clear. Recognition is no longer verification. Well, it sounded like Andrew, but it wasn't. Just because it looks like your bank, sounds like your friend, or they say it's the government, don't mean it is. We haven't even gotten into AI. We haven't gotten into fake videos. People impersonate organizations you trust, banks, Internal Revenue Service, Social Security, even charities. And I'm going to be talking about fraud today. A couple of my stories have to do with fraud. So what do? It's easy, right? Don't respond. Call the official number, not the one they gave you, because the one they gave you goes back to them. Go to the official website, not the link they sent you, because the link you click is going to go back to them. And then talk to somebody you trust before acting. Go to the credit union. Go to the bank. Call the Internal Revenue Customer Service number and call them. Fraud collapses when it's exposed to independent verification. The problem is you're the independent person and you have to act. And then finally, protect your information like it's cash. I know y'all don't have, matter of fact, conversation I was having, people don't carry cash. That is going to be the death of you. Personal information is money. You already gave it away to social media. And now you want me to save my credit card number in the Google so that I can use Google Pay? Not going to happen. Social Security number, bank account, passwords, even your email. That's currency in a fraud economy. I can sell it. And so once it's gone, you're not just losing your money, you're losing your control. So you got to be disciplined. Do not give information, personal information, to unexpected requests. I hate when people give my phone number to people that I don't want my phone number to be given to. I'm like, why'd you give my phone number to this person? Oh, well, I thought it would be. No, don't ever do that again. Do not give my phone number out to anybody without calling me first and asking me. On a side note, I have a person I know that has called me 3 times. 3 times. Hey, it's me. Give me a call back. I'm not calling you back because my message says, hey, you've reached the voicemail. Please leave a detailed message, and I will get back to you with the information and whatever you need. Have a good day. You don't leave a detailed message, I'm not calling you back. Well, that's rude. No, it's not, because now you're wasting my time. Let me continue. Use strong passwords, and here's the thing. 2-factor authentication. It is an absolute pain in my, I can't say that. It's a pain two-factor, when I see it, MFA, multi-factor, oh my God. Okay, are they going to text me? Are they going to this? It drives me crazy, but you have to do it. And then just don't click random links. Ooh, what's that? Let me see what that is. Because fraud doesn't break in, you invite them in. And so in reality, nobody tells you this. Fraud ain't slowing down. We got AI now. It's getting smarter. It's getting faster. It's getting more personal. But it's really simple. I just gave you 3 simple things you can do. Slow down, verify everything, and guard your information. It's really simple. If you do these 3 things consistently, you will not eliminate risk, but you'll make yourself a hard target. And scammers do not go after hard targets. They go after people who are rushing, people who are trusting, people who are exposed. Don't be that person. You ever notice why some older people never get taken or tricked and some older people do? There's a reason for that. So here's some stuff you can do right now, today, 13 minutes after the hour. Turn on two-factor authentication for your email and your bank. Create a verification habit. I have one that I use that's really tough to do, but I'm not going to tell you what it is because, then you might be able to spoof me. Pause before any financial decision that feels urgent. You got to get it today. We got that car for you, but, we only going to give you the discount today. I said, well, then I'll go to somewhere else and get the discount. Talk it out. Call somebody. Now, don't call somebody that has as much information as you and is not as smart as you. Did I say that out loud? Don't call somebody. Don't go with someone to buy a car who doesn't own a car. Don't go get an apartment with somebody who lives in the basement with their mother. You get it? Don't go buy a house with somebody who doesn't own a home, but that's your boy and that's your girl, and then you end up getting something stupid. Why is this? I only say all this because your money is like your life. And when it's gone, it's gone.
And that is Dr. Ken's Truth on the new 101.7 The Truth.
In 1987, the Bucks took on the world and changed basketball forever.
At stake, basketball supremacy in the United States.
Bucks versus the World, narrated by Charlie Behrens, is the new season of Behind the Bucks podcast, presented by Gallagher, your trusted insurance broker and HR and benefits consultant. It's the untold story of the 1987 McDonald's Open, when the Bucks became the first NBA team to face the Soviet Union. Listen now on Bucks.com/plus, the Bucks app, the ESPN Wisconsin app, and wherever you get podcasts.
It starts with a spark. At Milwaukee College Prep, they nurture that spark from age 3 through 8th grade, building scholars with knowledge, character, and confidence. 88% of their students face economic hardship, but that does not define them. At MCP, they see students' potential, and they help them live up to that potential. 4 campuses, 1 mission. College and beyond, MCP is free, high-performing, and open to all Milwaukee families. Visit MilwaukeeCollegePrep.com to enroll or get involved. That's MilwaukeeCollegePrep.com.
Life's better with Drive My Way from American Family Insurance, because we know it's more than just a car. It's your escape pod, your adventure mobile, your memory maker. And we help protect the dreams that drive you. Personalize what you pay for auto insurance and you could save between 10 and 35%. American Family Insurance. Get a quote and find an agent at amfam.com.
Products, pricing, and availability vary based on the way you purchase insurance and by state. Unsafe driving behaviors may increase your rate. American Family Mutual Insurance Company, SI, and its operating companies, 6000 American Parkway, Madison, Wisconsin.
At Versity on King, we believe taking care of our community starts right here, together. Every day, neighbors step up to donate blood, helping save lives in Milwaukee and beyond. But Versity on King is more than a donor center. It's a place for health education, community connection, and support, especially for families facing conditions like sickle cell disease. When you donate blood, you're not just giving. You're showing up for your community. Visit versity.org/Versity on King to learn more or schedule your donation today. Versity on King, rooted in community, powered by hope.
Do you hear that? And that? And that? Those are the sounds of a healthy and vibrant community. And to this United Way volunteer, nothing sounds better. They're the sounds of children being given greater chances to succeed in school. The sounds of neighbors receiving the support needed to overcome challenges, both big and small. They're the sounds of families gaining access to quality health care and nutritious food for their tables. And they're the sounds of members of our community who've benefited from United Way's financial education programs. See, wherever there's a need in our communities, there's a United Way. People working together to respond and growing the good for everyone. United is the way. So join us by getting involved or giving back. Learn more at unitedway.org.
This is Truth in the Afternoon with Dr. Ken Harris on 1017 The Truth app, and 1017thetruth.com.
All circuits are busy now. Please try your call again later.
That's the kind of life I have. Should I try again? I'm going to try again. Watch me get it again. All circuits are busy. Watch.
All circuits are busy now.
See?
Please try your call again later.
That's trash. That's trash.
It was
Watch
a good
this.
idea.
Well, no. Watch this. Hello.
Hello.
You're on the radio. Happy birthday.
Thank you.
Well, look at you.
Mm-hmm.
Another year younger.
Yes, absolutely.
So I just wanted everybody to blow up your text and call you and blow up all your stuff. So now you should get like 500 phone calls and stuff. So.
Oh.
Well, happy birthday. Hope your day went great.
It did.
Hey, what did the birthday fairy bring you?
Came to sing me, huh?
The K5ers sung. I ain't never had K5 sing to me.
Yes,
Wow.
third year in a row. Yes,
Wow.
yes, they are sweethearts.
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
So, what did the birthday fairy get you?
The birthday fairy. Oh.
I'm talking about me. I'm talking about
birthday fairy or several birthday fairies?
I'm talking about me. I'm talking about me. Me.
I found a pretty pink sweater on my bed.
Wasn't it great?
Mm-hmm.
It sure was. I wonder who made that choice. Anyway. well, have a great happy birthday. Tell your mother I said, hey, what's going on? What's she doing? Listening to the show? She better be listening to the show, right? Listening to the show?
We're watching the news per usual. Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Gotta know what's going on in the world.
All right. Well, have a great rest of your evening. See you in a few.
Thank you.
Bye. That was pretty old school, you think? How come y'all phone don't work in here? 833-212-1017 is the number, so I had to say happy birthday. Otherwise, I'd have gotten in trouble and hollered at and all that stuff. Let me hit the YouTube. By the way, you can stream and watch us live on YouTube and at 1017thetruth.com. Make sure you subscribe. Hit the notification bell so you never miss a minute of a live show. Tell your friends, tell your cousins. We are this close to 7,000 subscribers, so make sure you come on, do that. You can also listen live or win truth giveaways like we're doing this week, because today Kyle did it, and then I'm doing it again tomorrow. We got the legendary Broadway show. It's back, The Wiz, and on tomorrow and Friday. Well, tomorrow, because I'm not here Friday, I'll be giving you on Wednesday and Thursday tickets to see The Wiz, March 24th through the 29th at Marcus Performing Arts Center. So make sure you check it out. But in order to do that, sometimes you got to just download 1017 Truth app. You can just go to the App Store and the Google Play Store, and you can always listen by just going online anytime to 1017 The Truth on Apple Podcasts or Spotify. So come check it out. All right? All right. Hey, what's up, Quanda? Study Hall is here. Let me take attendance. Let me see who's up in here. Sincere Ronnie Ray Real, what's going on? How come Sincere be always throwing them red hearts at Quanda? What's up with that? And it's happy birthday, not born day. That's don't say that. When did that become a thing? When did happy born day become a thing? Black people be messing stuff up. I'm telling you. We be making stuff up. Happy Born Day. Shut up. All right, I'm cool, Ronnie Ray Real. Thank you. Keep hiding, because I definitely, okay. Y'all be throwing kisses at each other? What's up? Oh, Quanda and Sincere throwing kisses and happy faces. I'm going to get out that. Let me get out that. Quanda said, Carla, happy blessed birthday. That's definitely a trigger for me. Do not give out my number under no circumstances. That's right. That's right. That is right. So Quanda said, what's really going on with YouTube? YouTube is, you ready? This is a positive. 1017 The Truth is the victim of success. So you all have blessed us enough to have subscribed and followed and go back and listen to the rebroadcast and, the morning show and Sherwin and Kyle and Tori and me and the rebroadcast so much that YouTube now recognizes that y'all's on it. Truth Nation is the truth. And so now they monetized it. So just go with us. Just go with us. Quanda, what you talking about? Don't do it. Anyway, Dr. Ken, you have a very sweet side, and I love it. That was beautiful and thoughtful. I got to go home tonight. I ain't stupid. Go back and listen to the playback. You didn't tell me happy birthday yesterday? You did that? I ain't getting in trouble. Man, what's wrong with you? I ain't crazy. Are you? No, I'm not. And so, good afternoon and hello, everyone. What's up, Curly Q? It's Mrs. Harris's birthday. Wow, you're so sharp, Curly Q. Wow. Mal said, happy birthday, Mrs. Harris. Do not mind your husband. What? All right. What? Mal gotta go. Miles, we're gonna bounce him. Curly Q said, no, I'm hating on y'all. Success back in the days of no ads. No disrespect. Okay. All right. And then Miles said that. Quanda said, you play crazy. Play crazy? No, I am crazy. At least I admit it. Right? At least I'm comfortable in admitting, some of us got a few things going on. All that. 833-212-1017 is the number. Let me look at the weather because it is 25 minutes after the hour and it's 23 degrees. Feels like 14. Winds are from the west-southwest at about 9 miles an hour. The low tonight is 8. I woke up this morning, it was 9 degrees. I woke up at 4 o'clock this morning. It was 9 degrees. And I thought to myself, I said, what are you doing? All right, so when we come back, I want to talk about knowledge. Yeah, we'll get into some of the fraud stuff later. I want to talk about knowledge. So I literally just had a conversation with somebody, and it triggered this. There comes a time when you're from Milwaukee and you live in Milwaukee that Milwaukee takes over your life. And Milwaukee has some ways of doing things that are not conducive outside of Milwaukee. And so many times people may think that the way that they roll and move in Milwaukee is legitimate, only to leave here and get their head handed to them, right? So my question is, because we always talk about knowledge is power. And when we come back from the break, we're going to talk about that. We're going to talk about knowledge. But my question is, 833-212-1017, I want to know this. Does who you know beat what you know to make it in Milwaukee? And that's it. Does who you know beat what you know to make it here in the city? Because I've been here 33 years, and I'm starting to see some patterns that I noticed when I got here starting to rear up and have a negative effect. And so I'm also seeing people lose in spectacular ways, and they don't really understand why they lost or how they lost. And when I try to tell them they think, oh, well, I can just do this and do that and do this, and then I'll be straight. And I'm like, well, actually, that's not true. That is not true. So I want to know. Give me a call. Tell me, does who you know beat what you know to make it in Milwaukee? 833-212-1017 is the number. You're listening to Truth in the Afternoon. I'm your host, Dr. Ken Harris. And now with 101.7 The Truth Traffic, here's Debbie Lassica.
An accident on the exit to Capitol Drive from 41 southbound. So something to keep in mind heading through that area. The northbound side has one at North Avenue off on the right shoulder as well. So southbound, you're seeing delays before Hampton down to Capitol. The northbound side slowing down just before Watertown Plank Road, and those delays stretch all the way past Burleigh. Southbound 43, you're seeing delays from Keefe all the way down through the Marquette to about Lincoln, with the northbound side backing up a bit from Lapham all the way up through the Marquette to about Kilbourne. And then on westbound 94, we've got delays from about 27th Street all the way to Hawley Road. And checking the TMJ4 Storm Team forecast. Tonight, light snow likely, around an inch possible, a low of 18. Tomorrow, partly cloudy, mix of rain at night, a high of 40. From the WTMJ Traffic Center, I'm Debbie Laziga on 101.7 The Truth.
Milwaukee, this is the night you don't want to miss. The Analysis Live is back, March 27th at the Riverside Theater in downtown Milwaukee. You never know who's going to step on stage. The Analysis has shocked the crowd in past years with surprise appearances by Giannis and Stephen A. Smith. This year, Ric Flair headlines the Analysis Live. The WWE legend, the Hall of Famer, the Nature Boy. You know there will be plenty of surprises. Friday night, March 27th at the Riverside Theater. Lock in your tickets now. TALiveshow.com. That's TALiveshow.com.
Sweet Talk's Medical Spa in Menominee Falls. Skip the sterile clinical office feel. Sweet Talk stays on the cutting edge of beauty and wellness innovations in a vibrant, playful space promoting self-love and confidence. Sweet Talk specializes in a range of treatments including injectables, medical-grade skincare, weight loss, hormone therapies, and more. Not sure where to start? Sweet Talks offers comprehensive wellness consultations to create a customized plan centered around you. Because at Sweet Talks, your goals are their goals. Learn more at sweettalks.com.
Many of our most important memories are made at school. But for children like Victoria, the classroom can be a place of fear and isolation. She wore a bandage over her cleft every day, too shy to speak, too afraid to smile. Everything changed after one life-transforming surgery made possible by Smile Train. Today, Victoria's smile lights up her classroom, a symbol of confidence, connection, and new beginnings. Due to stigma, children with untreated clefts often miss out on school entirely. But thanks to Smile Train, students like Victoria are stepping into the classroom, raising their hands, and finding their voice. Smile Train partners with local experts to support with free cleft surgeries and other comprehensive care, empowering children to thrive in school and in life. Let's help every child walk into the classroom with confidence. Visit smiletrain.org/learn.
Dad's gonna be far side, good.
What should I do with my dress? Do little wiggles.
The slate's coming in.
What does it feel like when you're down or having a bad day?
It feels sad, like you just don't want to do anything.
All my little emotions in my head is just running crazy. I don't know what to do.
As a teacher or coach, do you ever feel overwhelmed supporting kids' mental health?
I had never experienced players being so down that they can't even participate.
You're just in tears in the huddle. I didn't know what to do.
Teachers need tons of help.
Kids Mental Health Foundation offers educational materials to help guide conversations with our students.
It's so important that we are constantly educating ourselves.
It's the same as the CPR class to me. We're trying to save a life here.
The Kids Mental Health Foundation has free tools and information developed by experts because kids' mental health starts with all of us. Scan the QR code or check out kidsmentalhealthfoundation.org to get started.
This Sports Center update on 101.7 The Truth is powered by ESPN Milwaukee. I'm Andrew Zimmel. Ryan Rollins and the Milwaukee Bucks host Donovan Mitchell and the Cleveland Cavaliers tonight, 7 p.m. tip. The Bucks are 2-8 in their last 10 games, with their opponents averaging almost 120 points per game. Bucks head coach Doc Rivers on what needs to change with the offense.
In the second half, we did get more threes up, but I just didn't think we generated enough of them.
And the first four of the NCAA tournament begins today, with UMBC taking on Howard tonight at 5:40 p.m. and the University of Texas and North Carolina State tipping off at 8:15. The number 5 seeded Badgers will meet up against number 12 seeded High Point on Thursday at 12:50. Head coach Greg Gard on High Point.
High Point, obviously a really good team. As you heard me say before, all the bad ones are on spring break.
This True Sports Update is brought to you by ESPN Milwaukee. I'm Andrew Zimmel.
This is Truth in the Afternoon with Dr. Ken Harris on 101.7 The Truth app, and 1017thetruth.com. Radio show in the state of Wisconsin. Truth in the Afternoon with Dr. Ken Harris on 101.7 The Truth and The Truth app.
You're listening to Truth in the Afternoon. I'm your host, Dr. Ken Harris. 833-212-1017 is the number. Brian, you're on the award-winning 101.7 The Truth. Does who you know beat what you know to make it in Milwaukee? Yes or no? Which one?
To make it in Milwaukee, it's who you know. Outside of skill level positions like electricians, engineers, civil engineers, or what have you.
Right.
Everything else, I think, is primarily who you know. I would say it's primarily who you know. The level of intelligence is not that necessary in Milwaukee. Milwaukee is famous for making average,
are you from Milwaukee?
Mediocre people.
Are you from Milwaukee?
No. But I'm here now, so I'm from here.
Wow. Wow.
I've been all over the country.
Wow.
I'm from Norfolk, Virginia. So I've seen what it takes to make it in certain areas, but as far as Milwaukee specifically, outside of technical fields,
right,
it is definitely who you know. And you could take any one of your talk show lineups and pay them $10 million a year. They'd be a lot better than a Don Lemon or anybody else that's on the national media. I've heard all the media since Larry King back in the 80s.
Right.
And none of them are as good as the lineup that the Truth has at any time zone. I mean, time slot. You guys are much better than everybody from the 80s, the 90s, the early 2000s. Definitely Hannity and Cole. Definitely Rush Limbaugh. The knowledge that I've seen you guys give to this community and nationwide trumps everything that's been done in the past 40 years as far as intelligence and radio.
Okay.
Even your producers are even miles ahead of the producers from the years in the past. So yeah, it's basically who you know.
All right. Well, thank you much.
Be my favorite caller.
All right. Thank you much, Brian. Millicent, you're on the award-winning 101.7 The Truth. How are you?
Hey, good afternoon. Good. It is like that throughout the world. Who you know trumps what you know. The best example I can give you is the federal administration we have now. Not one of those people are qualified, but it was who they knew that got them the job.
I wouldn't say that.
Including the president.
I wouldn't say that. I wouldn't say that.
Who is in a job right now that is qualified for that job? Name me one person.
The U.S. Attorney General for Washington, D.C.
Okay,
Judge Janine
we're
Shapiro.
talking from,
You asked me.
Let's go back
I'm
to
telling. Time out.
Was my mistake.
Time out. You don't get to change it. That wasn't a mistake. You don't get to change it because you got found out you was wrong.
I meant to say I meant to say in our administration, the presidential administration.
She's in the presidential administration. It had to be. D.C. is part of the federal government. It's not its own city, so the federal government runs it. Okay.
Right.
And she
you're
was
right.
appointed.
You caught me on that one.
I
You're
didn't
right.
catch you.
You're right.
It's not a
You're right.
catch.
Yeah,
it's not
that
right
was my
or wrong.
mistake, Dr. Ken.
It's not a
sorry.
mistake. Okay,
but
I'm done.
That is the way you make it like.
What?
You make it like we are the only city that is like that. It's like that throughout the world.
I didn't say that. I
it's
just
not
asked you a question about Milwaukee.
You know.
I live in Milwaukee. I love Milwaukee.
I'm saying it's not just in Milwaukee, though, but it is everywhere.
But can you make it in Milwaukee?
Can I say this?
Yes, ma'am.
Can I say?
Yes, ma'am.
Can I just say this?
Yes, ma'am.
That people who came here after the 70s don't know the truth about Milwaukee. And I say that because there are people who grew up here who are part of Milwaukee, and we saw it a little different than what people who came here later saw it.
So why is that?
I think it's because a lot of the people that came here after the 70s weren't coming here to better themselves. They were coming here for money. And I think that distorted the way Milwaukee became, because prior to the immigrants that came here in the 80s, we really did have a nice town. Yes, we were segregated. We were clean. We did not allow your lack of self-respect to influence the rest of the city. So in saying that, I mean, we didn't have littering. We didn't have people riding in raggedy cars with the tail lights falling. We didn't have any of that.
Now we make up for it. Now we say, oh, we can't do they need help, so leave them alone.
That's exactly what happened.
Right.
We would say, instead of making the person that was poor who littered pay the ticket, we said you can't give a ticket to a poor person, instead of teaching poor people not to litter. And that was our mistake. We lowered the standards for blacks in Milwaukee to accommodate the new immigrants that we got.
Yeah. All right.
And that was part of the problem.
Well, thank you much. I appreciate it. Call again. 833-212-1017 is the number. You know, every time I ask one of them questions, Tony show up, because, you know, Tony be like that. He don't call for 6 months. Then I ask one question about Milwaukee, and the one guy that's not from Milwaukee, boop, shows up.
My relationship with Milwaukee is different.
Why is that?
I wasn't from here, and I didn't know nobody here. All they knew is what I could do for them. So it had to be what I can do. It's not who I know.
Okay.
This city is, being here for this, over 20 years now. You learn that people more or less take it till you make it. I don't come from a place like that.
Where you come from?
I come from Philly.
Okay.
And you have to perform. You got to get your hustle on. You got to get your money right. You can't be dirty. You could always tell somebody ain't right because they keep changing their phone number. My number's been the same for 20, 30 years. If somebody keeps changing that phone number, they're trying to hide. I can't hide.
Yeah.
And Milwaukee too small to be dirty, trying to hide.
That is
small. I'm gonna see you in Walmart. I don't care what you do. I'm gonna see you at Walmart. So you got to do right. It's about what you can do. It's not who you know. People say that here, but it's what you can do. Put up or shut up.
All right. Thank you much, Tony. Appreciate it.
All right.
833-212-1017 is the number. Before the break, we asked the question, and we really wanted to know, in Milwaukee, does who you know beat what you know to make it here? I mean, it was a simple question. And I think we ran, 50-50? Some said yes, some said no. But we had 3 calls, so 2 of them said it's who you know, and 1 said you got to get your hustle on and you got to make it. But what are your thoughts? I mean, I I personally am going to do something that I absolutely hate to do. It's what you can do. It's the information that you have that gets you in the door. Well, no, let me flip that. It's the person you know that gets you in the door. It's the information you have. It's what you know that keeps you there. I think the problem is we lean too much on knowing who you know to get the gig, only to find out later your information is lacking. And you don't know, and you fail, and you get fired. And now you've made the person that you know, you've dashed their reputation and made them look stupid because they vouch for you. And I think that's one of the reasons why you have such a hard time moving to Milwaukee, meeting people. Milwaukee is a hard place to meet people and get to know people and hang out with people and do things because y'all tight. You're tight, but you have no reason to be tight. That's the weird part. Couple more moves in Milwaukee. Milwaukee is a Class A city up there with Chicago, Houston, Austin, Phoenix. But when you look at yourself as little, you stay little. And the problem is y'all only know each other. And you don't let anybody else in. So you're kind of defeating your own future, your own success. 833-212-1017 is the number. Before I go to break, let me check the talk and text line. Crystal said, I see people doing such good work and not get recognized, and then I see people doing jack-ish and they get recognized. It shouldn't be a popularity contest. It should be about the actual work. And she said, it also depends on what you mean by make it. Well, that's a personal thing. And that's why I didn't put any parameters on that, because if you think you made it, you made it. Young Money said meritocracy is a myth. It is not. It is absolutely not. Meritocracy? Look at the NBA, the NFL, Major League Baseball, radio. If you're good, you get it. If you're not good, you don't. Like there's no between. There's no, right? My goal when I came on The Truth, I told people my goal is to win Best Radio Show. I won Best Radio Show. Got a lot of haters after that, but meritocracy. You do your best. You bang it out every day. You go through, you talk about Milwaukee. You talk about the things Milwaukee needs to grow, to move, to expand, to be the best it can be. I don't know. Young Money said legacy college admissions. So what? So what? If you don't help your children get in school, why are you a parent? It's about who you know. I would never begrudge a parent. All those parents that got in trouble for doing that stuff and they were illegal, yeah, I get it. But I don't begrudge them. They didn't do it for their cousins. They didn't get money from people that you didn't know. They did it for their children. If you're going to go to jail for your children. That's all I'm saying. I get it. Now, merit gets you your grades because you have to what? You still got to perform. That's where the merit comes in. Nobody gets anything on merit. Somebody takes a chance on you. Somebody looks and says, should we give Andrew a chance? Yeah, let's give Andrew a chance. The merit comes later. When Andrew asks for a raise, when Andrew asks for a promotion, when Andrew grows into something big, that's where the merit comes in because he earned it. But you still got to perform. Everybody gets in based on somebody else's word. Let's just remedy that. But meritocracy is not a myth. Because if that's what you believe, you should probably quit and stop working now. But I guess I've been kicking the ball and breaking glass all day anyway. When we come back, interracial dating and marriage.
Truth in the Afternoon with Dr. Ken Harris returns after this on 1017 The Truth app, and 1017thetruth.com.
I travel all around the world, Dr. Ken, and when I tell you, based on my experiences, This is like the number one country that cares. Like everything is about money. Yep. Everything.
This is The Truth Unfiltered with Denise Thomas and Dr. Ken Harris.
I've told people in the past, you have to be careful of what you complain about and what you use as a tool because other people will take it and use it in the wrong way.
Sundays starting at 7 on 620 WTMJ and Mondays at 6 on 1017 The Truth.
As the White House threatens to take over state elections, restrict abortion nationwide, and take away our health care, the Wisconsin Supreme Court is the last line of defense for our rights. That's why the Supreme Court election on April 7th is so critical. The ACLU does not endorse or oppose candidates, but wants you to make an informed decision. When it comes to abortion rights, Maria Lazar supported overturning Roe v. Wade and is endorsed by groups that want to ban abortion. Chris Taylor voted against abortion bans and defended abortion rights while working with Planned Parenthood. And on the issue of voting rights in Wisconsin, Maria Lazar defended efforts to rig elections for one political party through extreme gerrymandering of congressional and legislative districts. Chris Taylor opposes rigging the system with extreme partisan gerrymandering. On April 7th, stand up for our rights. Paid for by American Civil Liberties Union, Incorporated.
The legendary Broadway show is back. The Wiz. The Chicago Sun-Times raves. It's an eye-popping, high-intensity revival. The music, the voices, the legend returns. Entertainment Weekly says, run, don't ease on down to this spectacular revival. The Wiz. Playing the Marcus Center, March 24th through 29th. Tickets at marcuscenter.org.
Life's better with American Family Insurance because we know you love working weekends. If it means working on your dream home, both inside and out. And we're here to help protect those dreams so you can enjoy peace of mind. Save up to 40% when you bundle home and auto. American Family Insurance. Get a quote and find an agent at amfam.com.
Products, pricing, and availability vary based on the way you purchase insurance and by state. Some exclusions apply. American Family Mutual Insurance Company, SI, and its operating companies, 6000 American Parkway, Madison, Wisconsin.
My name is Adrienne, and I was hurt in a car accident. What Gruber Law Office has done for me was made me feel safe. It didn't cost me anything, just one call, that's all.
Injured? Call Gruber Law Offices today. One call, that's all.
Prizes, exclusive experiences, even cash money. You want it? We've got it. Find a list of all contests and official rules by visiting truthcontests.com. That's truthcontests.com.
This is Truth in the Afternoon with Dr. Ken Harris on 1017 The Truth app, and 1017thetruth.com.
You're listening to Truth in the Afternoon. I'm your host, Dr. Ken Harris. 833-212-1017 is the number. Interracial dating. Everybody just turned the radio off. Click. And Mary, is dating outside your race still frowned on? Uh-oh. 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 What, huh? What? Just because it's St. Patty's Day? Yeah. Oh, I know the Irish are racist. I know that. That's why I brought it up today. Interracial dating on St. Patrick's Day. Yeah, they don't, yeah. Anyway, I'm not going to generalize about the Irish. I'm just going to say, is dating outside your race still frowned upon in Milwaukee? Like, have you ever dated outside your race? Because I haven't. Never. Some people wear it as a badge of honor. Some people are like, Some people like the song It's Raining Men, and they don't really care what kind. Some people like girls, and they don't really care what kind. But every now and then, I've noticed that there's a group of people in a particular race that absolutely hate interracial dating. And yeah, I'm going to go out there But what are your thoughts? 833-212-1017 is the number. Miles said, please do not turn into Sherwin plus Mrs. is home. I don't know what that means. Also, he said, based on city leadership, would say it is who one knows, or some say who's behind must be kissed. Sorry for the language, even though fitting. Oh, I get it. Crystal said it depends on where you live in terms of who you date and whether or not you're into interracial dating, because I just find it interesting. The Irish are very, very narrow. Just like the Japanese, when it comes to black people in Japan, they ain't feeling black people at all in Japan. At all. But black women and white males I've seen turn into evil when they see interracial dating. And I've never understood it, because that's probably, I'm trying to think which one you'd have more of, white males with black women or black males with white women. Yeah. I think that would be more. But I didn't see it a lot in Chicago. Like when you went to the north side of Chicago, you saw interracial because it was the north side. The north side was the north side is like the east side here, right? Northwest, all ethnic. Southwest, predominantly white. We didn't even go in their neighborhoods. You didn't cross certain streets. Literally. Western Avenue, beep. Or, I'm sorry, Cicero? We didn't cross Cicero. That's not happening. Don't get caught on the bus when they go past. Oh, no. And in many instances, it's like that today as well. It's very segregated, very, very specific places you can live in Chicago. But it's kind of the same in Milwaukee, too. Although, I don't see a lot of interracial couples in Milwaukee than when I got here. When I first got here, maybe it's because I just noticed it. Now, personally, I don't care. Who you love is who you love. But I've seen and heard black women say some things that I closed my ears, walked away, and never repeated it again, because they were like, oh, I can't. Okay, I'm done. And I've heard white guys say some things about black guys dating white women that made me think it's almost beyond racism. I don't even know what that is. I don't even know. So I would ask you, but I'm not, because, have you ever dated a black woman?
I have.
Okay. I kind of figured that. But you've dated black women, white women. What's the most exotic type woman you've dated?
I don't know.
I guess that's an unfair word, exotic.
Yeah.
India?
No, have not dated
Asian?
an Indian woman.
Well, technically India is in Asia, but anyway.
No, white, Hispanic, African American.
Okay. You mean black?
Yes.
Okay. I don't do the African American thing.
I cover all my bases. Dr. Ken.
Bases? Watch this. Women are now bases? No, I'm just kidding. Curly Q say, how do you kind of figure that? Figure what? Figure what? What'd I say? So, bottom line is this. It's not going away. I see people today, and they're absolutely beautiful, and I want to walk up to them and go to them, the mom is Asian or Korean, dad is black, mom is black, dad is Korean. Beautiful kids. Beautiful people. And I'm jealous. Now, one day I'm going to get into skin color. And that's a whole black thing that only black people can talk about. But I need to find somebody who's an expert on that. The whole skin tone thing and light skin versus dark skin and the schisms and the issues. Now, that'll cause a fight. That'll cause a fight. I know. I'm just saying. You're listening to Truth in the Afternoon. I'm your host, Dr. Ken Harris. 833-212-1017 is the number. When we come back, Top 5 at 5 up next.
Get the beat of the Bucks straight from a fan favorite and Bucks legend.
Welcome to the fantastic voyage. Marcus Johnson, the captain of this vessel.
Tap into Here District with Marcus Johnson, a Bucks Plus audio production.
My first mate, Chris Johnson, the only father and son tandem.
Your weekly pulse on the Milwaukee Bucks and conversations with the biggest names in basketball. This week on the pod, Marcus and Chris talk to senior writer for ESPN's Handscape, Mark Spears. Find Here District now on Bucks.com/plus, the Bucks app, or wherever you get your podcast.
Coming with straight truth.
Did you go along with this? Did you plot this out? Did you go into the store with the intentions of causing a negative situation? This is the part that people don't like once they get into court after they get caught. Now, should he be executed for killing somebody he didn't do? I don't think so. He's already serving life. He's going to die in prison. I think that that's what's going to happen. At the same time, this is a message to the younger folks.
Catch the Tory Lowe Show every weekday from 1 p.m. to 4 p.m.
When I was diagnosed with Hodgkin lymphoma, I had so many questions. I didn't even know that it was cancer. Now I do. It is cancer. Blood cancer. It's actually one of more than 100 different types, and they're all treated differently. Now, unlike some other forms of cancer, usually there's no tumor. You can't screen for it to prevent it, and the symptoms can look like other things, so it could be hard to diagnose. I had a fever for weeks. I was so tired all the time. I didn't feel like eating or doing anything else for that matter. And I know that this can feel scary. But if you know what to look out for, you'll know what to tell your doctor. And you'll feel more empowered to take the next steps. Like getting in touch with the people who know the ins and outs and can help with everything blood cancer related. Blood Cancer United. They work one-on-one with each person who reaches out to answer questions and offer resources. Blood Cancer United was there for me, and they can be there for you.
Go to bloodcancerunited.org to learn more.
We asked parents who adopted teens to share their journey.
There are many times I thought, I can't do this. I mean, what parent isn't worried about? What am I not doing right? What am I not doing enough? And then I realized, wait, that's being a parent.
Don't worry about being perfect. I've had around 3 other mother figures in my life, but only one of them has taught me how a mother loves.
The greatest reward for me is he makes me better every day.
I would tell a family considering adopting a teenager that that teenager, whoever it is, needs you, and they need what you have to offer.
Taylor's given me hope. He's our son, and that is what he will always be.
Learn about adopting a teen from foster care. You can't imagine the reward. Visit adoptuskids.org to learn more. A message brought to you by Adopt US Kids, the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services, and the Ad Council.
You're listening to the new 101.7 The Truth, founded in partnership with Gruber Law Offices. One call, that's all. 101.7 FM, 1510 AM, WGKB Waukesha, and W269DL Milwaukee. A locally owned Good Karma brand station. Bringing you his authentic perspectives on important topics.
They live in suburbs together. They live in the city together. They hang out together, all in the same family. We're the only idiots that fight because we want our voice to only be on one side. Like, does that even make any sense? And when the side loses, you lose everything. They, on the other hand, have a voice no matter what, because somebody that looks like them is always in control.
Frank, candid, and straight to the point.
Well, it's just a skewed system.
Of course it is.
It's a lot of adjustment.
But answer my question, though. Should we let people go? Should we let people go? Like, let's just forget about bail altogether. And if your neighbor commits a homicide and kills people up, if you kill people and they next to you and you just let them come back and live right next to you, they can live upstairs from you. Let them come in your house.
Frank, candid, and straight to the point. This is the best radio show in the state of Wisconsin. Truth in the Afternoon with Dr. Ken Harris on 101.7 The Truth and The Truth app.
Now, he's the mayor of the city of Milwaukee. He's a young man. Give him a chance. I only complain about things that I care about. What I want you to do is pretend like I'm in St. Louis. And all I'm asking the mayor and the Common Council president and the Common Council, show me.
Now, live from the American Family Insurance Studio at the Avenue in the heart of downtown Milwaukee, here is Dr. Ken Harris.
You're listening to Truth in the Afternoon. I'm your host, Dr. Ken Harris. 833-212. Yes, I'm being silly today. You know why, right? I took some medication. And I'm high. No, I'm just kidding. I took some Tylenol. It don't do nothing. Just plain Tylenol. My back is killing me, and I went to see, I lost my place, and now I got to delete all of these so I can get my top 5 at 5 right, or else I'll be like on number 20 and I'll be counting it wrong, and then y'all be like, hey, dude, you're on number 2, and you said number 3 and all that. I went to physical therapy today, and go away. It was so bad. My back was so inflamed that when the physical therapist put, one of those ice packs that you put in the refrigerator and you freeze them, and they're hard, and they put them on your back. First of all, I didn't know she put it on my back. So I was laying on my side, and she put it on my back, and they had the big, not a Tim's, because Tim's is for us poor people who buy them from Temu. But, one of those real machines that put the electrodes and all that. And I'm sitting here, and it fell off, and I didn't notice it. And she picks it up and goes, oh, yeah. She touched my skin, and it was still warm. She said, your back is so inflamed that the ice pack left it warm. She said that it was like it was like I never put it on there. Like, that is how bad my back is. It feels. And then when I do this, I can feel this side of my back is like elevated. It's just bigger, right? What are we gonna do? Well, I'm gonna sit still for the weekend. I'm gonna chill. I'm gonna relax. I'm gonna take it easy. And it's only Tuesday. So I'm gonna be in trouble. I know. It's why won't this? What is going on? I just get no love. 3 minutes after the hour, 24 degrees, feels like 15. High today was 25. It's 24. And tonight it's going to drop to 8 degrees. Winds are from the southwest at 8 miles an hour. So it's not too bad. It's supposed to warm up this weekend. It's supposed to be about 50. That'll be about 50. Now, the problem with that is all the snow is going to melt, and then we're going to be in trouble. And so I talked about it earlier. If you joined the show, and if you didn't, you can go back and listen to it. You can stream us live, or you can watch us on YouTube and at 1017thetruth.com. Make sure you subscribe and hit the notification bell. You never miss a minute of a live show. Before I dive into my top 5 at 5, I have to go back and address some of the things that some of you all said as it relates to the topic of interracial dating. And, let me see. You laugh like Pops and Friday. Ha ha ha, funny. Possessiveness, feelings of ownerness, how you kind of figure Andrew. So here's the one, because Andrew keyed on this. Curly Q said, how do you figure Andrew had dated a black woman? And one of the reasons, can I say what I and one of the reasons is this. Andrew code switches about as adeptly as a black person code switches when they work in corporate. Does that make sense? So, because I don't speak like this when I'm in Chicago hanging out on the South Side at the cigar bar with the side. I don't talk like this. I don't talk like I have a PhD, two masters, 2 bachelors, a graduate certificate from Cornell. That's the scholar guy, right? I don't talk like that. I might throw some ebonics in for a minute, but then when I'm home, I'm home. That's home. I've watched Andrew go back and forth and be comfortable in both worlds. So when I first met him, I was like, okay. And so I kind of noticed that he's able to code switch like we do. Now, he recognized being a white guy, as if we didn't know that, right? Being a white guy, he has to be careful where he code switches, because some people will be offended when he takes on black vernacular or black tendencies. any more so than a black person can be around a black person, use the King's English, and they tell them you acting white. And so that's a bit of hypocrisy. Makes no sense to me that your family sends you to school and everybody says go to college, go to high school, go to college. Notice I threw that in for Alpha Phi Alpha. Go to high school, go to college. And then you turn around and people get mad at you because you went to college. Like, I'm like, just weird. So if you want to belong and if you want us to all get together and be king, sing, kumbaya and all that, when somebody acts like they're black, don't get mad. You act like you're white. Like, what is that? Okay, let me get off my soapbox because now y'all blowing up somebody's talking about Epsom salt. That ain't going to work. This is chronic, dude. Stop. Go away. We didn't talk about that already. Melody said, wow. Actually, Melody said, damn, you got it bad. Feel bad for you. Happy birthday, your bride. Really? You bash me and then treat her? Wow. Did you see what Melody put in here, dude? Oh, I can't believe you said that. Don't spot up the family tree. Lord have mercy. You should be ashamed of yourself. You should be ashamed of yourself. Wow. Reggio, we need to block Reggio too. He said, what you doing hanging out at any cigar bar? I don't go to garbage bar. I just kind of say that. I go to lounges. So anyway, I'm just saying. I have a little bit more class than that. Clearly Reggio, well, we don't know if he does. But anyway, I digress. We were talking about fraud earlier. Well, what I found out is fraud is alive and well in Milwaukee. Okay, got to go back. Drum roll, please. All right.
Number 5.
All right, from the Journal Sentinel, this I read this story before, and if you could see the picture of this woman as she's walking in the court, I know she didn't walk out like that. The former owner of Milwaukee Prenatal Care Company that was supposed to help low-income pregnant women, mothers, and babies has been sentenced to just over 10 years in prison after being convicted on felony fraud charges. Marquita Barnes, who ran one of Wisconsin's largest prenatal coordination companies, was sentenced today in federal court in downtown Milwaukee. Barnes was found guilty in November of 20 federal felonies, including healthcare fraud, identity theft, paying kickbacks, obstructing a fraud investigation. The jury found that she pocketed, you ready? This is Medicaid money. $2.3 million meant to support at-risk moms and prevent babies from dying before their first birthdays. Chief U.S. District Judge Pamela Pepper sentenced Barnes to 10 years and 1 month in prison and 3 years of supervised release and ordered her to pay, pay back $2.36 million each in restitution and forfeiture. Pepper told Barnes that as a result of the staggering amount of fraud committed by Barnes and others, the state's prenatal care coordination program had been dramatically curtailed or cut entirely in some neighborhoods. The fraud caused a huge amount of damage to the public trust in public programs and to the communities they were supposed to serve. Pepper said. Pepper acknowledged Barnes was not accused of murder or any other violent crime before adding, but something died here. Barnes cried, shocking black girl tears, as she said what weighs on her the most is the effect the case has had on her children and her family. The $2.36 million you used for them or what? Like, what? Oh, my goodness. Should we feel sorry for her? She stole our tax money and said she was caring for babies, and she didn't. She actually didn't. I don't get it. Oh, wait a minute. See, I thought I was reading things.
Number 4.
I guess it's fraud take two. From JS Online, a U.S. District Court judge has sentenced a Milwaukee man to 11 years in federal prison for his role in a Medicaid fraud scheme that bilked the state and taxpayers of more than $2.5 million. A federal jury found Leonard R. Monroe guilty on all 22 charges, including 18 counts of healthcare fraud, following a 6-day trial in October in U.S. District Court in Milwaukee. Federal prosecutors allege that the 52-year-old's former business, Wellness Personal Care Services, falsely billed Medicaid for thousands of hours of caregiving work that was never performed. Monroe was first charged in 2022 as part of a sprawling federal investigation that also uncovered a drug trafficking organization run by Monroe's former business associate and co-defendant, 49-year-old Philip Daniels Sr. The investigation has resulted in more than a dozen convictions. Monroe was not implicated in the drug-related allegations. His sentence was imposed 7 days ago by U.S. District Court Chief Judge, who? Pamela Pepper. She also ordered Monroe to pay $2.5 million in restitution to Wisconsin Medicaid and nearly $250,000 in restitution to the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services. Once again, I don't know who she is. I don't ever want to be in her court. Now, this next story, I'm trying to figure out, did I miss something?
Number 3.
From WISN.com, a judge sentenced Timothy Olson to 33 years in prison for the 2022 kidnapping of a 79-year-old woman. So what's wrong with this story, right? He's a terrible guy. Jury found 55-year-old guilty on all 5 charges, including felony, kidnapping, and burglary. He represented himself during the trial, stupid number 1, and sentencing after 3 years of delays. His time in court was marked by multiple interruptions. Judge Christy Van Yang kicked him out of the courtroom 3 times during his sentencing today. Okay, remove Mr. Olson. You'll be given another 15-minute break. The judge eventually decided to have Olson appear via Zoom from a holding cell. Prosecutors recommended the judge hand down a hefty sentence to Olson, setting the scene of what was going on at the time of the abduction. So, I don't really understand what exactly happened here until I read that he used a dating app to meet somebody. So he got 33 years and 9 months of imprisonment, 20 years of extended supervision. But I'm still stuck on how the 55-year-old met the 79-year-old anyway on a dating app. Did I miss something? What's a 79-year-old doing on a dating app? I'm just saying, 79 years old on a dating app? 79. Hey. You shouldn't be 60 years old on a dating app. I'm questioning 50. 79? No, I am not victim shaming. I am not. But come on now. Come on now. Come on now. I don't get it.
Number 2.
From WISN.com, a 27-year-old man faces 3 counts of first-degree intentional homicide after allegedly shooting and killing 2 people, including a pregnant woman outside a North Side apartment building on March 9th. Therese L. Allen is charged with fatally shooting Giovanni McVicker and Maya Tolbert, who was approximately 25 to 31 weeks pregnant. Her unborn child did not survive. Each count includes a dangerous weapon enhancement. According to the complaint, on the evening of March 9th, a dispute between Allen and McVicker, who live in separate units of the same apartment building, escalated into a confrontation outside the residence. According to the complaint, McVicker and Allen were arguing when a physical altercation broke out among several people present, including 2 women. Surveillance video from the apartment complex shows that Allen abruptly raises his arm and begins shooting at McVicker while the 2 were face to face. McVicker ran toward the street as Allen allegedly chased him and continued firing. The video shows McVicker does not appear to raise his gun, point his gun at the defendant, or fire his gun. After McVicker fell to the ground, Allen allegedly struck him before turning his attention to Tolbert, who had attempted to intervene. The complaint states Allen then shot Tolbert, who also fell to the ground. Allen allegedly returned to shoot McVicker again while he lay in the street, then fired at Tolbert a second time when she attempted to get back up. Allen allegedly fired in the direction of a third person identified in the complaint as Tolbert's sister as she tried to flee the building. The autopsy conducted by the Milwaukee County Medical Examiner's Office determined, get this, McVicker suffered 31 gunshot wounds, including injuries to his brain, heart, lungs, liver, pancreas, and intestines. Tolbert sustained 8 gunshot wounds to her arm, flank, back, neck, and chest. Her unborn child's death was attributed to complications of maternal demise. They recovered 41 shells altogether, 9mm casings from the scene, along with 2 loaded Glock magazines with blood stains, unfired projectiles, and others. So, how did all this happen? Well, during a Mirandized interview, Allen admitted to his involvement in the shooting. The complaint states he told detectives, did y'all talk about this earlier? Told the detectives the feud with McVicker was ongoing because McVicker was mugging him. Dude was looking at me. Allen said he believed McVicker was trying to shoot him, then he did not remember what happened after that. If convicted on any of the 3 counts of first-degree intentional homicide, he faces a mandatory sentence of life in prison, and the weapons enhancer could add up to 5 years to each sentence. So you're going to get 5 years plus life for each. Okay. What is happening in Milwaukee? Well, let's come up with some happy news.
Number 1.
From Milwaukee Neighborhood News Service, something Tony Evers did today that I once again have to applaud. Governor Tony Evers does not support a Republican-led amendment to a state bill that would require the Milwaukee Common Council to unanimously agree before it can change Milwaukee Police Department policies, a spokesperson for Evers' office said. The governor plans to veto the bill if it reaches his desk. It is the latest development in a long-running dispute between state lawmakers and Milwaukeeans over who should control police policy. Representative Bob Donovan, Republican of Greenfield, who represents Milwaukee's South Side on the Common Council for 20 years, proposed the amendment to Senate Bill 799. The amendment would require all 15 council members to agree before they could reject or modify an MPD policy. Donovan's amendment sets a higher bar for influencing Milwaukee police policy than currently exists under state law. The Common Council can currently reject or modify an MPD policy with a 2/3 vote, 10 of its 15 members. The amendment could have real and tangible effects on life and death matters in the city. For example, city officials have long disagreed over strategies on how best to use and address gun violence, like using ShotSpotter technology that alerts officers when gunfire is detected. Some council members support it as a tool, responding more quickly to shootings, while others have questioned its effectiveness and cost. But isn't that what we have a common council for? We elected them to represent us, to argue about these things, come to a vote, and do what's best for the city. And I think former Alderman Donovan, now Representative Donovan, is out of bounds, completely and totally. And I've met Bob Donovan before. He seemed decent, but this is idiotic. That you would try to take the power from the government. You've already raped us when it came to the tax. You've already trashed us when it came to anyway, the county. Got to put police in schools. Got to pay for it. The hatred people have for Milwaukee, and now you want to make the Common Council have to have a unanimous vote to change one policy? Hey, Bob. Stupid is really as stupid does. And that was stupid. When we come back, it seems, you know what? Before we do that, the caller, you're on the award-winning 101.7 The Truth. I almost didn't see you there. Hey, what's up?
Ken, how are you?
I'm good.
Well, I was listening earlier when you were talking about King Zech.
Your phone is really, really bad.
Hold on one second.
Yeah.
Probably leaving you hold on. Is that a little better?
Much better.
Okay. Yeah, I had it up too loud. And I would say that most Americans don't speak like the British. And it's been like that probably for most of the time that since the colonists arrived here. And you got to remember that we learned English, black people that is, from people in the South. I was just thinking about how when I would take trips south, once we got actually into Chicago, I feel like there are different accents than you would have as you go to Minnesota and up further north.
Yep.
Because there's this twang that Midwesterners and Canadians have that they used to make fun of on SCTV, where you sound like you're talking through your nose. And so I think a lot of times people mistake that, and some black people, for being correct English if you're speaking through your nose, and a lot of times they're, misusing the English language, and speaking incorrectly, but speaking through their nose and thinking that makes them sound smart. And when it comes to in reverse, a European person using, as you stated, tendencies that are usually within speech that black people use at home.
Right.
I think it is most natural by people who, no matter whether you're black or white, who have been around people who are outside of their race or outside of their region. Because I remember going down south and coming back and my friends saying that I sound Southern.
Right.
More Southern, in a couple of weeks. So I think just things that you hear as a human being, it's natural to pick up some of those speech tendencies. But I mean, if you really want to sound smart, I think you would sound like an ancient Egyptian, because I think they were probably the smartest people who ever lived.
I don't know what
let's
language,
find out how
what language did they speak. But what language did they speak?
I'll have to get back to you.
Exactly.
I'm going to research that one so I can really sound educated. Okay.
All right.
So I just want to share that. Y'all have a good one.
I appreciate it. Take care. 833-212-1017 is the number. When we come back, I want to look at, I found a story, dogs seem to rank higher than people.
Don't touch that dial. More of Truth in the Afternoon with Dr. Ken Harris is next on 101.7 The Truth, The Truth app, and 1017thetruth.com. Thank you, Milwaukee. Because of you, the second annual Truth Community Awards was an unforgettable celebration of the leaders, changemakers, and heroes who make our city shine. A special thank you to our incredible partners, Milwaukee College Prep, the Milwaukee Bucks Foundation, Gruber Law Offices, Steinhoffels, Cousins Subs, and 3rd Street Market Hall. And thank you to our presenting sponsor, Potawatomi Casino Hotel. Together, we're celebrating community, culture, and impact. We'll see you next year at the Truth Community Awards.
Hey, Truth Nation, it's your girl, DT. You want to mark your calendar. Saturday, March 28th, 10 a.m. to 2 p.m., the Cream City and Milwaukee chapters of the Links Incorporated present the Black Family Wellness Expo at Evolve Church. Free health screenings, mental health resources, nutrition and wellness education, family-friendly activities, trusted community providers, no cost, walk-ins are welcome. Let's strengthen and sustain healthy Black families together. March 28th, Evolve Church. Be there.
Life's better with Drive My Way from American Family Insurance, because we know it's more than just a car. It's your escape pod, your adventure mobile, your memory maker. And we help protect the dreams that drive you. Personalize what you pay for auto insurance and you could save between 10 and 35%. American Family Insurance. Get a quote and find an agent at amfam.com.
Products, pricing, and availability vary based on the way you purchase insurance and by state. Unsafe driving behaviors may increase your rate. American Family Mutual Insurance Company, SI, and its operating companies, 6000 American Parkway, Madison, Wisconsin.
You served behind the desk.
You served in combat.
You did 4 years and got out.
You were drafted.
You gave 20 years.
You gave exactly what your country needed.
And so did you.
When you raised your hand and swore an oath to your country, when you put your name on a dotted line, you became part of only 1% of Americans who did the same. You are a veteran.
You are a veteran.
You are a veteran. Because no matter when, where, or how you served, you made a sacrifice for your country, and you deserve support.
If you're struggling with life after service, don't wait. Reach out.
Reach out to a loved one, to a fellow veteran, to VA.
Find resources at va.gov/reach.
Brought to you by the United States Department of Veterans Affairs and the Ad Council.
This is Truth in the Afternoon with Dr. Ken Harris on 1017 The Truth app, and 1017thetruth.com.
Right when you say something positive, you're listening to Truth in the Afternoon. I'm your host, Dr. Ken Harris. Make sure you stream and watch us live on YouTube at 1017thetruth.com. Make sure you subscribe. Hit the notification bell so you never miss a minute of a live show. Where you find this music at, man? This is some trash music. Where you find this trash?
It's what you pay for. It's free.
This is trash. This ain't what I usually play. I'm playing my own music, man. This is trash, man. It's trash. I sound like Tory Lowe now. It's trash.
Hate to see it.
Ah, goodness. So, I don't know if you heard. Oh, what did I do? I can't stand when I do. So, and I got another fraud story. I came across another one. I'm telling you, today was fraud day. But before the break, I was talking about we treat dogs better. Activists filmed themselves breaking into Ridgeland Farms outside of Madison, Wisconsin, which breeds beagles for research. More than 20 people were arrested. Can you imagine people breaking into a place, stealing dogs, and then walking away acting like everything was cool? Now, I'm looking at the video, and I'm trying to see. I don't see no black people. Dude, you're committing burglary on video. You videotaped it. We have to save the beagles. The beagles. We got to save them. Really? Homicides, shootings, rape, human trafficking. All these things are going on in life, and you want to save dogs. You actually give more credence and more time to dogs. That is the most bizarre thing I have ever heard in my life. And then you videotaped it, you showed your face, and then when you get arrested, fools are going to actually come in and try to raise money to get you released. For dogs. For dogs. I'm not a dog lover. You like dogs? I don't like dogs.
I like dogs enough. I don't have one.
I've been bit enough. I don't like dogs. I don't like dogs. I don't like dogs. There's only one place. One place. I'm not going to say it. I'm not going to say it because I'll never hear the end of it. It'll go viral and everybody and their mother will be like, oh my God, we got to cancel him. And now for the final traffic check of the day, here's Debbie Lazica.
Looks like we've still got this crash on 41 northbound at North Avenue. It is off on the right shoulder, causing delays starting around Watertown Plank Road up past that point all the way up to Capitol. On the southbound side, we got delays just before Mayfair Road, and those stretch all the way down to about the Hale interchange. And as you swing eastbound, stays kind of heavy past Forest Home. Southbound 43, that's going to be solid from Capitol Drive all the way down through the Marquette interchange, down past National Avenue. Once you get past National, it actually opens things up and things moving along a little bit better. On the northbound side, heavy out of the Marquette all the way past North Avenue. And checking the TMJ4 Storm Team forecast tonight. Light snow likely, around an inch possible, a low of 18. Tomorrow, partly cloudy, mix of snow and rain at night with a high of 40. From the WTMJ Traffic Center, I'm Debbie Lazaga on 101.7 The Truth.
The legendary Broadway show is back. The Wiz. The Chicago Sun-Times raves. It's an eye-popping, high-intensity revival. The music, the voices, the legend returns. Entertainment Weekly says, run, don't ease on down to this spectacular revival. The Wiz. Playing the Marcus Center, March 24th through 29th. Tickets at marcuscenter.org.
Good Karma Brands is proud to be an equal opportunity employer, providing equal employment, development, and advancement opportunities to all teammates and applicants. To learn more about careers with us, please send an email to talentacquisition@goodkarmabrands.com. That's talentacquisition@goodkarmabrands.com.
Do you hear that? And that? And that? Those are the sounds of a healthy and vibrant community. And to this United Way volunteer, nothing sounds better. They're the sounds of children being given greater chances to succeed in school. The sounds of neighbors receiving the support needed to overcome challenges, both big and small. They're the sounds of families gaining access to quality health care and nutritious food for their tables. And they're the sounds of members of our community who've benefited from United Way's financial education programs. See, wherever there's a need in our communities, there's a United Way. People working together to respond and growing the good for everyone. United is the way. So join us by getting involved or giving back. Learn more at unitedway.org.
Many of our most important memories are made at school. But for children like Victoria, the classroom can be a place of fear and isolation. She wore a bandage over her cleft every day, too shy to speak, too afraid to smile. Everything changed after one life-transforming surgery made possible by Smile Train. Today, Victoria's smile lights up her classroom, a symbol of confidence, connection, and new beginnings. Due to stigma, children with untreated clefts often miss out on school entirely. But thanks to Smile Train, students like Victoria are stepping into the classroom, raising their hands, and finding their voice. Smile Train partners with local experts to support with free cleft surgeries and other comprehensive care, empowering children to thrive in school and in life. Let's help every child walk into the classroom with confidence. Visit smiletrain.org/learn.
This Sports Center update on 101.7 The Truth is powered by ESPN Milwaukee. I'm Andrew Zimmel. Ryan Rollins and the Milwaukee Bucks host Donovan Mitchell and the Cleveland Cavaliers tonight, 7 p.m. tip. The Bucks are 2-8 in their last 10 games, with their opponents averaging almost 120 points per game. Bucks head coach Doc Rivers on what needs to change with the offense.
In the second half, we did get more threes up, but I just didn't think we generated enough of them.
And the first four of the NCAA tournament begins today, with UMBC taking on Howard tonight at 5:40 p.m. and the University of Texas and North Carolina State tipping off at 8:15. The number 5 seeded Badgers will meet up against number 12 seeded High Point on Thursday at 12:50. Head coach Greg Gard on High Point.
High Point, obviously a really good team. As you heard me say before, all the bad ones are on spring break.
This True Sports Update was brought to you by ESPN Milwaukee. I'm Andrew Zimmel.
This is Truth in the Afternoon with Dr. Ken Harris on 101.7 The Truth app, and 1017thetruth.com.
You're listening to Truth in the Afternoon. I take back everything I said about Andrew. Everything positive.
This one wasn't bad.
I I'm just 833-212-1017 is the number. I'm getting back into my fraud thing because of Andrew. I'm getting back into my fraud. This from Black Enterprise. There's a story. This was the catalyst that made me talk about fraud in the beginning. I don't understand how this happened. This is just me. Maybe I just woke up. Maybe I just so Whitland Tax Service allegedly scammed customers by never filing their tax returns. Now, this is a place out in Metro Atlanta accused of faking documents. But here's what happened. Tax preparers in Metro Atlanta are under investigation after allegedly faking documents and keeping money people owe to the IRS. Customers of Whitland, WHITLAN, Tax Service initially thought that their tax returns were being filed with the government. However, IRS notices made them realize that their due payment never went to Uncle Sam. Instead, they alleged the business owners, Jahia King and her husband, ran off with their money. Now, disgruntled customers have called out King and her husband for the shady service. Meanwhile, many still owe thousands to the IRS and state agencies for the unpaid taxes. WSB-TV Atlanta uncovered that the tax preparation service also failed to meet the proper federal requirements. Tax preparers must have a preparer tax ID number, PTIN, to file the returns. Upon this additional discovery, scam customers called the matter wicked as they dealt with the consequences. Not only are the customers upset with Whitland Tax Service, they're more apprehensive about trusting small businesses with important matters. One anonymous customer said, "It's very sad. It also hurts my trust in small businesses." Another customer, Donna Hines, gave them $15,000 to cover taxes for her elderly grandmother. She told police that she sent the money directly to King and her husband, expecting them to handle the filing. However, the tax debt has yet to be settled, leaving Hines with even more money owed due to the penalties. If I had paid on time, it would have been $6,500. Because of the penalties and delay, no processing of her information, it's now $28,000. King and her husband also sold dreams of hefty tax returns to keep clients around. However, this notion is considered a major red flag for tax preparers. King and her husband have managed to evade customers' complaints, allegedly hiding in their home amid controversy. IRS and South Fulton police have launched investigation into complaints surrounding the Whitland Tax Service, and which the owners potentially face charges of theft by deception. So here's my question. If you fill out your taxes, they're supposed to send it to you or file it, and you get the form with the information that says, this is how much money you owe. You send it to the IRS directly. Who pays their tax filer to pay their taxes for them unless they're paying quarterly tax during the year? If your tax preparer is paying quarterly tax because they handle your finances, which I would never do, have my tax people handle my finances, that's a different. You want an advisor doing one thing and your tax. Yeah, this is weird. I've never seen that before. I'm going to give you my money to pay my tax bill? That's weird. 833-212-1017 is the number. Eastside Corey, you're on the award-winning 101.7. What up, dude? I heard you on the radio this morning.
You did?
I sure did. I sure did. I was like, dude ain't called me in a month of Sundays, and now here he is.
Now, did I hear that it was your birthday yesterday?
No, it is my wife's birthday today.
Oh, your wife's birthday. Okay, yes. Happy birthday, Mrs. Dr. Ken.
Wow. Wow.
I don't know her name, but she's a very wonderful lady. How long have you guys been married?
37 years.
Whoa. Ring the bell. That's amazing. Congratulations. That's wonderful. I'm sorry to hear about this.
Wait a minute.
There you go.
Hold up. Andrew, Eastside Corey calls my show. I can't get you to ring a bell, but you ring a bell because Eastside Corey say ring a bell.
We have a special relationship.
You gonna ring a bell? Really? Really? Oh, man. Eastside, I see why you ain't called me in 6 months. See? Come in and take over people's show. Lord have mercy.
I just try and bring a little bit of light and sunshine to your day, sir, especially with your hurt back. Now, that's serious.
No, I don't want to laugh with my hurt back. That'll hurt.
But I can tell you were on something today because I was like, Dr. Kid is all over the place today. Are you okay?
I'm not all over the place. First of all, I got ADHD, so I'm always all over the place. But there's a method to my ADHD all over the place.
I know. I can actually hear your brain rattling around on the radio.
Wow. Insulting, too. Okay, go ahead, Eastside. Go ahead, Eastside. So what you call for? What you want? Why are you harassing me?
Because I forgot what the subject was. Oh, what was it? Oh, I was wondering, did you say you were going to actually give tickets out for the Wiz as a prize?
Yes. Tomorrow.
Oh, tomorrow. Okay.
Yes.
I'll be sure.
We have some contest questions we're going to ask. And if you call, and I'll let you know, we're going to say, hey, you need to call on blah, 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 line up, and we're going to ask questions. We got trivia questions. All you got to do is ask them. It's an easy answer. If you get it wrong, you get nothing.
Well,
if you get it right.
I'm definitely ring the bell.
Well,
I'm just playing.
You might get the, Here's what you're going to hear if you get it wrong tomorrow.
What?
You're not right. You're not right. You are not right.
I'm twisted.
You are. Yes, you are. Well, you East Side Corey, so that just makes you twisted, right?
Well, yeah. Now, I don't understand what the question was. What was the question you had about interracial relationship? Was there a question?
Well, I just had a basic question about it because recently these are all
because
things
you
that
got
kept coming
crickets on
up.
that.
Well, is dating outside your race still frowned upon?
I didn't think so. I thought we were over that.
Dude, we ain't never over nothing. We ain't over. We've been here 250 years. We ain't over racism. We ain't over brothers killing brothers. We ain't. Come on now. We are not over.
Now, I wanted to celebrate our blackness, especially with the brother who won the Best Actor award for Sinners.
Oh yeah.
That was a wonderful moment, and that was one of two movies that I actually went to see, and he thoroughly earned that award.
What was the other movie you went and saw?
Wicked, or Wicked 2.
Oh, I ain't gonna see Wicked. I ain't gonna see Wicked. You ain't got to worry about that. You ain't got to worry about that.
Yeah. You're not a musical person.
No,
You're not a dog person either.
I'm not a dog person.
Are you a cat person?
Yes, I am. I'm a cat person.
I can tell that. Yes, sir.
How can you tell? Just like I can tell Andrew dated a black girl. How can you tell I'm a cat person?
That was hilarious.
How can you tell I'm a cat person?
Because you're not a dog person.
Okay, East Side been smoking something on the East Side, so I think we need to let him go.
That was for the road.
Yep. How come I couldn't hang up? See, that's what Andrew do. See, Andrew be just like, he just pushed the button. Like this.
Truth in the Afternoon with Dr. Ken Harris returns after this on 1017 The Truth, The Truth app, and 1017thetruth.com. Coming with straight truth.
We can do anything when it comes to being organized, when it comes to making sure that we're active, when it comes to making sure that we're holding people accountable and making sure that we get something out of the deal. Y'all don't know how to make deals. Y'all mad at Donald J. Trump because he's trying to make deals or trying to say that he's the master of the art of the deal. Well, okay, what deals is you trying to make?
Catch the Tory Lowe Show every weekday from 1 p.m. to 4 p.m.
As the White House threatens to take over state elections, restrict abortion nationwide, and take away our health care, the Wisconsin Supreme Court is the last line of defense for our rights. That's why the Supreme Court election on April 7th is so critical. The ACLU does not endorse or oppose candidates, but wants you to make an informed decision. When it comes to abortion rights, Maria Lazar supported overturning Roe v. Wade and is endorsed by groups that want to ban abortion. Chris Taylor voted against abortion bans and defended abortion rights while working with Planned Parenthood. And on the issue of voting rights in Wisconsin, Maria Lazar defended efforts to rig elections for one political party through extreme gerrymandering of congressional and legislative districts. Chris Taylor opposes rigging the system with extreme partisan gerrymandering. On April 7th, stand up for our rights. Paid for by American Civil Liberties Union, Incorporated.
Life's better with American Family Insurance because we know you love working weekends. If it means working on your dream home, both inside and out. And we're here to help protect those dreams so you can enjoy peace of mind. Save up to 40% when you bundle home and auto. American Family Insurance. Get a quote and find an agent at amfam.com.
Products, pricing, and availability vary based on the way you purchase insurance and by state. Some exclusions apply. American Family Mutual Insurance Company, SI, and its operating companies, 6000 American Parkway, Madison, Wisconsin.
At Versity on King, we believe taking care of our community starts right here, together. Every day, neighbors step up to donate blood, helping save lives in Milwaukee and beyond. But Versity on King is more than a donor center. It's a place for health education, community connection, and support, especially for families facing conditions like sickle cell disease. When you donate blood, you're not just giving. You're showing up for your community. Visit versity.org/Versity on King to learn more or schedule your donation today. Versity on King, rooted in community, powered by hope.
Wisconsin is as hard-working of a place as you'll ever find. People here are tough, but even the toughest among us need help after a serious accident. At Gruber Law Offices, we won't stop fighting for you and your family. One call, that's all.
When you're high, you feel different. Pretty obvious, right? You think different, talk different, but if you feel different, you drive different. So if you're high, just don't drive. Brought to you by NHTSA and the Ad Council.
This is Truth in the Afternoon with Dr. Ken Harris on 1017 The Truth app, and 1017thetruth.com.
You're listening to Truth in the Afternoon. I'm your host, Dr. Ken Harris. 48 minutes after, almost 49 minutes after the hour. 833-212-1017 is the official number. It's 23 degrees. High today was 25, so we ain't never getting back to that. Feels like 11 degrees. Winds are from the south-southwest at 11 miles an hour. The low tonight is going to hit about 8 degrees. Sandra, you're on the award-winning 1017 The Truth. How you be?
I'm just fine. How you be?
I'm good.
Okay, I heard you had a backache.
No, I didn't. I had more than a backache. It was way more than that.
Uh-oh.
It was way more than that.
Well, you got to get better.
Well,
got to get better so you can, so I can holler at you.
It's chronically, if I'm saying it right, it's chronically degenerative. So I'm not going to get any better.
Oh.
I'm not going to get any better. But until I go out, I'm hitting the road.
That's what I do. I kind of got it. I don't. It's more osteoporosis, old age stuff.
Yeah.
But it's when the bones start acting stupid. But I want to say happy birthday to your wife, Carla.
Thank you.
Give her a big shout out. Yes, sir. And hey, we have to put up with you.
You can block Sandra tonight too. You can block her.
Don't block me. I'm not even going to be fussy today.
Yep.
I'm not going to be fussy today.
So,
I was just going to have you say something about animals.
So, yeah, I'm a cat person.
Yes.
Yep. I like cats. Now, Miles said that explains a lot. What does it explain? I love how people make really, really silly statements, but then they can't explain it. Explain it, Mal. What do you mean it means a lot? Crystal said, I remember I slept over at an acquaintance's house and her cat. Are you a cat person? You're a dog person, right, Sandra?
Oh, I had them all. Okay. I had cats, birds.
She said a cat terrorized her all night. She had to lock herself in the bathroom to save herself from it. Some cats are really a little psycho. No, they a lot psycho. A lot psycho. And I had to take some cats back because some of them was kind of crazy. They was a little cray-cray. So
I had some good cats, and then this cat had some kittens, And then my husband took the kittens to the pound. I was so mad at him. And I saw him on TV at the Humane Society. They were trying to get him adopted.
Wow, you should have went back and adopted him.
I tried to get him
you should have adopted him back.
Well, he took Oh, he was just kind of weird. But he liked my animals. I was surprised he liked, cats and dogs. He never had any when
Crystal
he was coming
said, have you ever been loved by a dog? Once you are loved by a dog, you will never know how you lived your whole life without a dog. That is the most ridiculous thing I have ever heard, Crystal. I don't like dogs at all. I don't want to be loved by a dog. I want to be loved by a person.
I like them because a lot of times they get mistreated, and I think about how we were mistreated.
That's true.
In slavery days and stuff like that. And then animals, they learn through repetition.
Time out. You equate people that are slaves to dogs?
No. I'm just saying by us being mistreated, and we couldn't stop the happenings, but dogs get mistreated. And we have to kind of butt in because they can't talk for themselves.
So you equate people to... Okay.
Yeah, well, I'm just looking at the scenario. It's not that I know a dog is not a human. They're not human. They're breathing animals, but they're not a human. You know what I'm saying?
I
just look at the evenness in the world.
I am completely and totally speechless.
Well, I look at the evenness in the world, and I look at everything that was done to, and then we took them out of the wild. We vetted them for our purposes. Yes.
I am speechless.
Okay. I just said what I feel.
Wow. Thank you, ma'am.
Okay, bye, Dr. Ken.
Bye. He equated us to... I don't know what to say to that. You're listening to Truth in the Afternoon. I'm your host, Dr. Ken Harris. Tori Lowe Show's coming up next. I want to say thank you, Andrew, for hanging out. Thank you, Truth Nation, for being around. I ain't heard nothing from Kwanda. Where she at? She ain't said nothing through the whole thing. What's going on, y'all? I want to say thank you all for being here. I appreciate y'all. Hey, what's up, DJ Brother Z? Listening on YouTube. That's what we want you to do. Stream and watch us live on YouTube and at 1017thetruth.com. Download the app at App Store or Google Play, or just listen on Spotify or Apple Podcasts. Hey, have a great evening. Andrew, appreciate you. Take care. God bless. I'm out.
Be quiet.